Well, Coach, your thoughts going into this one, coming off a big win a few nights ago to start off a road trip. Where do you see your team at right now?
You know what? I see this as a continuation of the road trip almost. Edmonton was a road game for us because we were out and then came back for one, and then obviously now back into Chicago and Minnesota tomorrow night. So I thought it was important for us to get the result last game. I thought we did some good things, and we're going to have to bring that forward against a very dangerous Chicago Blackhawks team. We know what we're up against tonight. Their team works. They're well coached. They've had a little bit of a tough run recently, but they have the skill that can make you pay if you play a sloppy game.
Tyler Benson was in the line rushes, so if he is in fact in the lineup tonight, what do you expect him to bring?
Well, he's an option for us tonight. Obviously, with Klim getting some work visa things sorted out, Klim won't be an option. But we haven't decided yet where we're going to go. If it's going to be 11-7 or 12-6. The good thing about Tyler for me is that I've coached him for 4.5 years, so I know exactly what he brings to the table. He's someone that I felt had a really good training camp. And in his last preseason game, he got injured, and that was unfortunate for him. Put a lot of work into rehabbing and getting ready. He went down to the American League on a conditioning assignment, did well down there, and he's certainly a good option for us should we put him in the lineup tonight.
Luke Richardson is in his first year as a head coach after a number of years in the system. You did the same thing. Obviously, you had a stint as a head coach in the AHL, but when you got dropped
So did Luke, by the way, in Ottawa's organization.
When you got dropped into the head coach role in the NHL, was there anything about the job that surprised you that you weren't necessarily prepared for? Maybe some of the bureaucracy of it?
Well, first off, I wouldn't say I was dropped in. It took 17 years to get that opportunity. So I like to think that I earned that opportunity. And you know what? Last year, when both Dave Manson and I came up from Bakersfield, we came to the team when the team was in a little bit of distress. It was outside of the playoff picture, but what I found was 23, 24 individuals that were committed to working their way into that playoff contention. I thought we played very hard down the stretch and obviously went on a pretty good run. That's a credit to the people that we have in the locker room. What did I find different? I'd worked over 1,000 games in the NHL, so I was not overawed or shocked by the way the league works or some of the things that you have to deal with. I also had the advantage of coaching the young prospects in our organization. So I had a very clear understanding of what we had coming. Some of the young players that might have been on the NHL roster but weren't playing big minutes. I had an understanding of what they could do at the American League level. I felt comfortable. In terms of anything that I didn't know or realize, I think my past experience as an assistant coach helped prepare me. The only thing I would say is that I had to stand in front of this group every day.
The nightmare that is.
No, you know what? You can look at it that way, or you can look at it as a way that I try. It's a way to connect with the fan base. You people have a job to do. I understand that you have a job to do. For me, that's the media's job, but I look forward to being able to stand in front of our fans and let them know what's going on with the team. And, and give them a little bit of insight into what our themes are, what we're trying to work on. And I can tell you that we have the best fans in the National Hockey League up in Edmonton. We have a very caring, passionate, and knowledgeable fan base. And so that's what I look forward to doing when I get asked the questions.
So Flint Boston's visa thing, is that going to be remedied by, say, tomorrow?
Hopefully it's done today. We'll see. That's one of those wait and see. You never know when it comes down to.
Was this out of the blue, or did he?
No, he had a temporary work visa to be able to work in or go with us last week, and it's just the way it works.
Just didn't get to do it in time.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. So he's taking care of that. Hopefully he's ready for tomorrow.
Stuart Skinner's earned more opportunities this season. What has it been about him that he's been able to just fit right in, and especially early on? I know he would sound like he was pretty critical for you guys with some wins.
Yeah, you know what, Stuart is like Tyler in that I've had a prior relationship with him because he was our goaltender back in Bakersfield. I coached him ever since he came into the pros. I've always felt comfortable with Stuart. He's somebody who I think is a great example of not skipping any steps along the way. His development process has been correct. Last year, when first came up to the NHL, he pitched a shutout for us and probably would have played more games down the stretch had Mike Smith not taken off the way he did. He was the goalie of the month in the month of April, I think, or March or April. And, for me, I feel comfortable with him. I think technically he's sound. I think he inspires confidence in his teammates. And he gives us a chance to win night in, night out, and that's why he's going to be in. Good.